This is E. Matthews Jet with part 2 on my homemade dragster. So I did a lot of work to the chassis. See, it's welded. This one is just sitting there. I'm going to weld it tomorrow. These are also going to be welded tomorrow. So it's coming along nice. Tomorrow's going to be welded here, up here, and it's going to have the back support that I'm doing tonight. Tonight's project is setting up the back support. Okay, so that's how the dragster is coming along. These are the front tires. I got new bearings for the front tires. These are brand new. I popped out the old bearings. I ordered a set of go-kart slicks. They were like $15 to $16 each, I believe. This is a shock from a scooter, and maybe I'm going to use it or not because I'm thinking of setting up front suspension on the front end. So if I do use this, it's going to be set up somewhere around here. That's if I do use it. I got to clean up the metal, and I got to take it apart, clean it all up real good, and maybe I'll use it. Either leave it stiff in the front, like the originals, because I've never seen one with a suspension in the front. So if I do use this system, it'll probably be the first front engine dragster with front suspension. I'm still debating on it. You know, in theories, I've been thinking different ways to set it up. So I got like 2-3 ways to set up the front end with this shock system. Maybe I'll do it, or maybe I'll leave it original the way they all are. But this is it. The car's coming out real nice. And length is over 60 inches. Well, right now it's 60 inches in length. But with the front end set up and everything's going to be like 65 inches or probably a little bit more. I'm not accurate on it. I'm just telling you more or less. See what happens. This is the engine bay. I'm making like holes here. You see the holes? And I spot welded in there. So then I clean it. These here are spot welded in the bottom. I'm still cleaning the metal. I got more to clean. You see it? I've been spot welding everything, but I haven't cleaned the weld, so the weld looks dirty. It's still got that flux scab on it. I'm leaving it there because the day that I'm gonna weld it, then I want to clean the scab off. I don't want the bottom metal to get dirty or contaminated. It might affect my weld, so I'm leaving it dirty until I'm ready to do all the way around welding. The dragster is bolted to the board, and I bought a table that I set up outside, so I put the table completely balanced. I take my level with me, so I balance all corners, make sure it's completely flat, like that the chassis doesn't come out all crooked. So yeah, these are the rear slicks. It's going to have real nice slicks in the back. There goes the front. Yeah, it's going to look nice when it's done. I'm debating if I should paint the chassis because they got roll cage black. They got paint for roll cages. I didn't know that. I figured that out. I found out not that long ago. It's either that or I send it to be powder coated. So it's gonna have the aluminum panels here, all the way to here. Maybe bring it a little bit more, then drop it here. I got a friend that told me to make the whole cover, the whole body, like the old dragsters. There's some old dragsters that are running with the body on it. I kind of look that skeleton. I like that skeleton look. I like the aluminum here and the aluminum over with the roll cage, and then the front all open. You know, that's what turns me on about these old dragsters, is that whole front end's got to be open roll cage. Real nice, man. It's a real nice car. I'm going to put the Phantom 85 bicycle engine. So go on YouTube and write down Phantom 85 bicycle engine. And that's an 85cc, a true 85cc engine is going to be put in here. It's a high performance motor that they made for a bicycle. All the other motors that were 48, and then they got the 66, like I got right here, 66, somewhere around here. You see that? That's a 66. I was actually going to put that in, but then watching bicycle engines on YouTube, the Phantom 85 came out, and that's it. Now it's messing with my mind. You know, it's telling me don't put that 66, put the Phantom 85 in there. So I'm debating. I'm going to put down the, write on a piece of paper, the 66, and then on another paper, the Phantom 85. I'm going to put it in my baseball cap, shake it up, and whatever comes out is what I'm going to put in. So if the Phantom 85 ticket comes out, that's the motor, and if it says the 66, then I drop in the original motor that I had intended to put in the car. So that's where we're at right now. So this is E. Matthews Jet. This is part 2 on the build. I hope you guys like it, you know. Tomorrow I was going to do some welding today, but I had a lot of stuff to do. I had to run around. I had to go to Harley to pick up some parts because I ride Harleys. You know, we went food shopping today. Earlier we did a little bit of laundry. So like all the projects that I had planned for this car today was completely scrapped. On weekends I'm busy, so I got a lot of things to do. So sometimes I got to put my projects to the side. Plus I'm working on a project for my boss. He owns a machine shop, and he bought an old lathe machine that worth a lot of money. So I've been restoring all the pieces for him. I restored a couple of them, and I have a big part that I took apart. I put it in a cleaning solution. I cleaned up the metal, and now I'm doing the assembling on it. So every single weekend I got stuff to do. I can't just come home and start grinding and cutting and welding as much as I want. Here, let me show you the back. There it is. This is going to be nice, man. When this is done, this is going to be a 60s style front engine dragster. I love those old dragsters. I love the ones with the motor in the back, but I prefer the ones with the engine on the front. I would actually like to buy a real front engine dragster, but where am I going to put it? Right now we're in a pandemic and a lot of tracks are closed. Here in New Jersey, Englishtown Raceway Park, they closed that track. That's the closest one to me. You know, so if I bought a drag car, I would have to travel far just to go run the damn thing. So I don't know. Maybe in the future I get me one. My boss told me to build a full size, but to build a full size front engine dragster, I need a shop. I need to, you know, I'm building this car in my apartment. I don't have a garage where I can play with bigger stuff, you know, with big boy stuff. And trust me, this right here is big boy stuff. Oh, there's another thing I'm going to show you. I've been doing grinding and cutting in the house. So when I put a piece of tube in here, let me show you a trick. For you guys that are cutting and grinding metal in the house, okay, let me lock it down. It's a little bit locked. Let's say you're going to cut a piece off of here. This is my own invention, you know, just giving you ideas. I took this piece of aluminum and I bent it. So I line it up right where the X is at. So when I'm cutting, all the grinding dust hits that and it falls right here. Because before, when I was cutting metal, it was flying all over the place. To the floor, to my other bench. It was getting everything dirty. So now it's contained. So any of you guys that are cutting metal and you don't want it flying all over the house, or even in the garage, if you're going to use it in the garage and you don't want your whole garage full of metal particles, this is it. It's been working for me. And I said when I do my part 2 video, I'm going to put this piece of aluminum that I bent. And I put a piece of rubber here because what happens is I saw the metal hitting here and coming up and out towards me. So I put this piece of, there's a fuel tubing for model airplane. I spliced it and I put it there. And now when the metal comes up, it bumps to that rubber and it drops directly. And if you're cutting and grinding metal, get yourself a magnet. This is a magnet. I pass it through here. Every single time I'm cutting metal, I pass it and it picks up all the metal. So this and this made life easy for me in the house. So that's it. This is what I wanted to show you. Part 2 on the dragster. And if you're doing homemade projects like this, get yourself a nice little vise. I got one here. I got another one there. See? That's a miniature Craftsman jack. Those came out in 2000. People don't see those anymore, but that's a real Craftsman jack. Hydraulic jack. Yep, I'm a hobbyist. I like to build stuff. That's the HPI Baja. It's got a 26 Sonora gas engine in that Baja. Let me give you a quick look of the motor. This is a 66cc bicycle engine. So I bought upgraded carb system. I got a lot of goodies for this motor. And if I don't use this and I get the Phantom 85, I've still got all the goodies that I can put on that other engine. I've been using these plastic trays that we used to eat on when I do barbecues to throw screws and parts. Sorry about the mess, but I'm trying to pick this up. Oh, okay. This is a billet cover that I ordered for the motor. This is the upgraded carb that I ordered for the motor. And this carb is even better, the one that comes on the 85cc gas engine. I ordered an upgraded high performance magnesium.